sense something. I haven't felt this. Hello, Commanders. Automatic Gamer here, and I sense something in the Force. A presence that us NFL fans haven't sensed since Patriots. They've returned. We need to fight back against this empire. Hello, Commanders. Automatic Gamer here, and welcome to NFL Week 11 predictions. And yeah, we are in a weird, dark times situation right now, and I'll explain why in a second. So basically, the Vikings lost to the other purple team, the Ravens, and we are in a dire state, which kind of sucks. And also, Dolphins had a dominant win over the Bills, and well, also, most importantly, the Empire. Wait, I hear it. I think the New England Patriots might be back. So, the Bills, Minnesota Vikings, everyone else in the league, we need to fight back. We need to fight back against the evil empire of the New England Patriots. I do not want Emperor Drake, Sith Lord Drake May, to return and raise up his empire, and then everyone in the NFL can suffer again, which sucks. We haven't seen them in 1,000 years, like the years of the Sith. But anyway, starting things off with Thursday Night Football, we have the New York Jets facing off against Emperor Sith Lord Drake May and the Empire of the New England Patriots, going up against the Jets on Thursday Night Football and AFC East showdown. And, well, the Jets played pretty good with Justin Fields going in on quarterback. And, of course, the Jets showed a pretty good amount of strength even with Aaron Glenn at your head coach. And who knows how long he's going to stick around in New York as the Jets head coach. Even though they had a dominant win over the Browns, which have probably the number one or probably second best defense in the NFL right now. But yeah, going up against the Cleveland Browns, I mean, yeah, dominant win, only 2 wins still, last place in the AFC East. I mean, not great. And going up against the reemergence of this empire in the New England Patriots, not great, because one, the Patriots empire flag is just reigning across the galaxy right now, I feel like, because of their dominant wins with Drake May at quarterback, and especially with weapons like Stephon Diggs and how their head coaching is with everyone else. And well, yeah, it's just bad news that the Empire is returning, and we need someone to stop them. So, can the Jets do it on Thursday Night Football? I mean, who knows? This is a divisional match, so you never know which way it can go. I mean, for this game, I want to just say that the Empire of the Patriots and their dynasty of the Sith are going to dominate the New York Jets, but honestly, I'm going to pick against the Patriots, and I'm going with the Jets to maybe get the upset and delay the Empire's movements just a little bit so everyone else in the NFL can get some breathing room and being like, all right, there's still justice and time to fight back against the Patriots from rebuilding their galactic empire and the Death Star, most importantly. Your next game, you better wake up early for this. Going overseas again at 8:30, and you got the Miami Dolphins facing off against the Washington Commanders. I'm going to start with the Commanders first, then I'll talk about the Dolphins. The Commanders, of course, playing the Lions last week. Jayden Daniels not in. They're still suffering from a litany of injuries like Luke McCaffrey, Jayden Daniels, Scary Terry. And, yeah, they're the Commanders season, I don't want to say it's over, but it's not going great for everyone else in DC, especially how last year went, which I was super happy for the Commanders. And I still am holding out hope for them now, but still, yeah, it's not great for the Commanders and being destroyed by the Detroit Lions last week. That's not great, as the Lions got their revenge for that divisional round from a year ago. And them facing off against the Miami Dolphins, where the Miami Dolphins were able to get a dominant win over Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills with, Tua went crazy with throwing for multiple touchdowns, which was great. Mike McDaniel's seat got a little bit cooler. I think it might still be warm, even though they don't have the GM anymore, which is a step forward, I think. And also, of course, you got still guys, Devin Achane, Jalen Waddle. They're just amazing. Never let them leave the Dolphins. Unless the Vikings want something, then give them to us. We'll take care of them for you. But yeah, the Dolphins able to get a dominant win over the Patriots. Tua able to throw for multiple touchdowns, get a ton of yards, able to be efficient in the run game and also the passing game, and their defense, which hasn't really shown up for these past few weeks. For this game, just because the Commanders are beat up and I don't really have any faith in them, I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins to get this win. And Dolphins, I'm kind of just happy you got a win, even though it was against the Buffalo Bills. Next, we got you got the NFC South match. You got the Carolina Panthers facing off against the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the Panthers, unfortunately, losing last week. They weren't able to get Rico Donnelly going, which just pretty much kind of dismantled their offense, which is not great because the duo of Bryce Young and Rico Donnelly, especially with him in the run game, it's usually very, very good and very efficient. And losing last week, that's not great. And especially, I was really happy for Panthers fans, especially when they did beat the Green Bay Packers. And that was just amazing. But and now going up against a NFC South opponent in the Atlanta Falcons. And I think the biggest competition to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are leading the NFC South, is probably going to be the Carolina Panthers, because I just don't know still what to think of the Atlanta Falcons, given that how they have been doing for the start of the season, for the past few weeks, to where they are now. So, I mean, for this game, it could be a coin flip because of the whole thing with Bryce Young, Michael Penix Jr., Rico Donnelly, Bijan Robinson, both in the run game, which are absolutely incredibly good and can be very efficient. But I don't know. I mean, for this game, divisional match, it could go either way. So, you got that going for you. But I don't know, because I don't really... If I pick the Falcons, then they'll potentially get another upset and be like, who are the Falcons again this year? And then I'll have to reevaluate them for the next week. So, I'm going to hopefully play it safe. I'm going to pick the Carolina Panthers to get this win. And Falcons, you just need to figure out a couple things on your roster and everything else. Maybe in the front office, who knows. Next, this may be potentially the game of the week for a lot of people, besides the Vikings game, obviously. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers facing off against the Buffalo Bills. Oh my gosh, how good of a game is that going to be? Both teams, unfortunately, losing last week. The Bills losing to the Miami Dolphins, and the Buccaneers losing to the Patriots last week. And not great, especially for two MVP level quarterbacks. And also Matthew Stafford, but I'll get to the Rams in a little bit here. This could be a really good game, especially with how both quarterbacks operate, especially in the passing game and in the run game. Josh Allen, of course, having James Cook, and of course, I know those Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't still have Bucky Irving in the backfield, which is going to hurt them. But I think they still might have, or I don't know, because I know Mike Evans is out, Chris Godwin's out. They just need to get healthy. And I mean, with them suffering with a couple injuries, with Mike Evans being out, Chris Godwin being out, I think Bucky Irving might still be out, and I'm not certain if Ibuka is out or not, which is another weapon down, which kind of sucks, but that's just going to hurt the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers, I think, are a really interesting and fun team that has always been to watch for these past few years. And of course, with the Bills, same too, with Josh Allen and James Cook. And of course, with the passing game, with all the weapons that the Bills have, and of course, with both defenses being pretty damn good. So yeah, this game could go either way because how both quarterbacks usually operate in the pocket and in the run and passing game. So could go either way, but just because I don't think the they're as beat up as the other team, I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills to get this win, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers just get healthy, and then you'll be a fantastic team. So yeah, but that's gonna be a really fun, interesting match to watch. Next, we got the LA Chargers facing off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Chargers able to pretty much put the game away, I don't want to say immediately, but pretty efficiently and quickly against Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They could do nothing against the Chargers offense and defense. Justin Herbert had himself a day, of course. You got guys like Ladd McConkey. They were amazing and efficient. The run game was there, and it was really efficient there too. And going up against Jacksonville Jaguars, Jaguars, of course, blew the lead that they had and allowing the Texans to score. It was either 20 points or 26, 23 points. I couldn't remember. But allowing them to score like over 20 points and able to lose that game to the Texans, not great. But also, I know Jaguars are like, all right, we're still trying to hold our position in the AFC South. Just on the Colts' tail, being like, all right, can we still be a good team and not having to allow the Texans or the Titans to be in the standings in the division, but still. Yeah, with the Chargers going up against Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, I mean, both I think can be good quarterbacks, but for this game, as for who I think is a better quarterback overall, and I think who has better weapons, I'm gonna go with the LA Chargers just because the weapons that Justin Herbert has and how good he can play, especially in his passing game and when he's in the pocket and he needs to scramble. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers to get this win, and Jaguars. Yeah, you're still a good team. Following that, you got the NFC North showdown. You got the Minnesota Vikings facing off against Chicago Bears. The Bears, you got to start losing, man. You got to start losing. Able to get a game-winning score against the Giants, and I think. Well, wait, did they have Russell Wilson in that game? No, I don't think they did. I don't remember. But yeah, able to get a game-winning touchdown and still dealing with a litany of injuries on the Bears as the Vikings just get healthier and healthier, especially on the offense and defense. So, I mean, that's a good thing and also a bad thing for the Bears, but also divisional game, you never know. It is being played at our house in US Bank Stadium, so you know that crowd's going to go extremely loud, and I still believe in KOC. I believe in the team and everyone else. We got Andrew Van Ginkel, Blake Cashman, Brian O'Neill, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries. I love our offense so much. Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor. I think the connection between Justin Jefferson and J.J. McCarthy will be hopefully a little bit better and more fleshed out this week. I hope we do use Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason in that run game, because if we can get that established, we can get a huge upper hand on this Bears team, even though the defense isn't necessarily the greatest for Chicago. Even though, yes, you could make the argument either way, it's still, the Bears are still a good team, and yes, I can agree with you, they are still a good team, but help us, J.J. McCarthy. You're our only hope, and you are the future of the Minnesota Vikings. But also, it's only his 5th career start, but he's already beaten the Bears, so, I mean, that's a good thing. And also, remember what happened in that 4th quarter on the Week 1 Monday Night Football Bears? Remember that? That was so much fun. But yeah, Vikings win this game. Oh boy, this might be a trap game for a certain green and gold team. Yeah, definitely a trap game. Next, we got the New York Giants facing off against the Green Bay Packers. Well, of course, Giants losing to the Chicago Bears, like I just mentioned. Able to allow the Bears to score that game-winning touchdown, even if Caleb Williams doesn't really have many or any of his weapons on his offense to help him out. And, of course, not having a great defense. And I know the Giants have a pretty good, I mean, not the greatest offense, but it's enough to, like, give you issues. And they have I don't really want to say a solid defense, but it's decent for a defense. And going up against this Packers team, well, they just got knocked down to the 7th seed, so that's a plus. That's a good thing. I'm certain Tom Grassi is very happy about that. I certainly am that they lost. And, of course, in a abysmal Monday Night Football game, I would have rather fell asleep instead of watching that, to be honest. Yeah, they were not great. Their run game wasn't good, was non-existent. The passing game was non-existent. Jordan Love just ran through it for his life. He's, of course, holding back the team from their true dreams and destiny, which is good. Jordan Love is doing his job. He's holding back the Packers from doing something, which is good. And yeah, they're still dealing with a litany of injuries, and especially with Tucker Kraft, he's still going to be out for the remainder of the year. And going up against this Giants team and being played at MetLife, I got no faith in the Packers at all. And of course, division rival, so I'm never going to pick them. So New York Giants, you're going to get this win. Even if Russell Wilson is your starting QB, which I think he might be because of what happened with Jackson Dart. I'm still sorry about that, Giants fans. I'm still happy that the Packers are hopefully going to lose this game, so that's good. Giants win. Then we got an AFC North showdown. We got the Cincinnati Bengals facing off against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers got a Super Bowl? No, we're not doing that. The Steelers able to get a couple points, but they couldn't really do much or anything against this Chargers team. So that wasn't good. Aaron Rodgers wasn't great in that game, of course. I mean, still got weapons like DK Metcalf, TJ Watt on the defense. And, I mean, so that's something. You got weapons and depth there on your defense and your offense, so that's good. And you got some depth in the run game, so that's nice. But, yeah, going up against the Cincinnati Bengals might be a little bit easier, and the reason is, well, it's not a very strong opponent in your division right now for the AFC North, and they just want Joe Burrow back, so, and I can understand where Bengals fans are coming from. We just want Joe Burrow, our franchise QB, back. And I know, I mean, I would want him back too if he was my quarterback. And you should be getting him back pretty soon, because I thought I heard when he was out, when he was injured, I thought I heard he would be back in December, but it might be too little too late by then, so that just sucks. And I know you still got kind of a trash defense, but I know, which the good thing is You still got Trey Hendrickson on the defense. You still got Jamar Chase on the offense and T. Higgins on the offense. So that's good. That's a plus. You got some depth there, but still, for this game, I think the Steelers are just a little bit of a well put together team. And until Joe Burrow's back, yeah, I'm going to give the Pittsburgh Steelers win. Sorry, Cincinnati Bengals fans. Kitty is going ouch this week. Sorry. Next, after the AFC North showdown, we got a AFC South showdown. We got the Houston Texans facing off against the Tennessee Titans. Now for the Texans, able to stage a huge comeback and claw their way back into that game, scoring over 20 points against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The offense was finally able, I think, to come along. CJ Stroud played a little bit better than what he has, but still I think he could improve a little, and same with the offense, even though their defense is absolutely phenomenal. And going up against this Titans team, divisional game, so you never know, but it should be really easy, even though Cam Ward on the Tennessee Titans at your quarterback. He has shown still a ton of potential, so that's great. But the problem is, offense is absolute poo-doo. It is bad. He gets sacked over and over, more and more times with every game. The offense is bad. The defense is not great. It's pretty bad there. Secondary is okay for the Titans, but it's passable, which is not great. And, I mean, yeah, for this game, I got to go with the Houston Texans. The Strouds, you're getting this win. And Titans, just re-ramp your offense and your defense, and then you'd maybe be a better team. Next, we got a NFC West showdown. You got the San Francisco 49ers facing off against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the 49ers. Good news is, well, I mean, they lost, but the good news is they didn't get any injuries, so that's a plus, that's a positive, so that's kind of like a win. And yeah, well, yeah, I don't really know what to say. That's a huge win if you don't get any injuries, so that's good. And going up against this Cardinals team, I don't really know if it matters who's at your quarterback position, if it's Kyler Murray or if it's Jacoby Brissett. But honestly, out of the two that I would pick to at your starting quarterback, the flashes that I've seen, I would go with Jacoby Brissett. And I know that's kind of a hot take, but I just think he's been playing a little bit more efficiently than Kyler Murray with guys like Michael Penix Jr. and being able to throw passes to any other guys on the offense, or able to get the run game going and still making that offense able to move the ball and be efficient, and the defense is still good. But going up against this 49ers team, even though they're injured and beat up, I'm with Mac Jones at QB and still got guys like CMC, Christian McCaffrey in the offense. And, I mean, they have a really good defense, so that'll benefit them a little bit here. Yeah, for this game, even though they're injured, I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers to get this win. And I'm just happy you didn't get any injuries last week, so that's good. Next, we got another NFC West showdown. We got the Seattle Seahawks facing up against the LA Rams. That should be a fun match. Sam Darnold versus Matthew Stafford. Yeah, that'll be a fun game. Well, one, it's a divisional game, so you could go either way. You never know. So that's a good thing at least. Yeah. Two very efficient quarterbacks. Sam Darnold, I know he's still throwing the ball to only Jackson Smith-Njigba, JSN, but it's working, and that's good. That's a positive. And I know you still got Cooper Kupp and a really good run game and a really good defense, and so do the Rams. They have a really good defense, a really good offense. Guys like Matthew Stafford, who is a really good quarterback, and I think he's heavily considered, I heard, to be an MVP this year, which he should be MVP. It's either going to be him, in my opinion, or Baker Mayfield. You guys vote below in the comments if you want to. But yeah, you got Matthew Stafford, and you got, of course, his weapons being Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. But yeah, for this game, it could be a really good and fun game, and potentially a great shootout. But yeah, I mean, for this game, I could flip a coin or go either way or just talk about this game forever, because I think this could be a really fun and entertaining match between both quarterbacks. The only factor that could potentially tip this in the Rams' favor is if Sam Darnold doesn't fumble or turn over the ball on the Seahawks offense. So, yeah, other than that, that's maybe the only difference maker. But yeah, for this game, I don't know, because, well, both are great quarterbacks and both have great weapons. But if I had to choose, I'm gonna go with the LA Rams to get this win. And Seahawks, you're still a great team. Next, after hopefully a incredible divisional game, you got the another divisional match going up against an AFC North match. You got the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Cleveland Browns. We were the Ravens. They were able to beat the other purple team in the Minnesota Vikings. Lamar Jackson being back has pretty much transformed the Ravens into back to where they should be. And of course, Derrick Henry doing his King Henry thing, slicing through defenses, getting over 100 yards in every game, and he's one of the best running backs in the league. And of course, they have a great defense, and of course, they have other great weapons besides the King Henry, Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews. And going up against this Browns team in Cleveland, probably the top defense in the NFL. It's either going to be, well, I think they're going to still have Dillon Gabriel at quarterback, unless they just decide, all right, we're going to start Shedeur Sanders and see what he's going to be like. But yeah, for this game, it may come down to the quarterback with the Cleveland Browns being either Shedeur Sanders or Dillon Gabriel. But as of now, it's still going to be Dillon Gabriel at quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. So that's something. And, well, yeah, Browns, of course, great defense. And, of course, you got a really good player on the Cleveland Browns for the offense being Quinshon Judkins. He is a phenomenal player on the Browns team and a phenomenal running back in the NFL. So that's really good. Might benefit him a little bit, but I gotta go with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson to get this win. I just think Lamar Jackson being back has transformed the Ravens into what they should be. And of course, if they're going to establish a run with King Henry, I think they just might run the Browns into the ground with the King Henry. So yeah, Ravens are winning this game, and they still might win the AFC North. The Ravens will be happy. The Steelers will not be happy. Next, we have a couple more divisional games to go. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Denver Broncos. So, a AFC West match. The Chiefs still just lost to the Buffalo Bills and able to get another win. Still trying to vie for that top spot in the AFC West. It's still that three-way race between Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers, and I'm kind of excited to see who that winner of that three-way race is going to be. And going up against this Denver Broncos team with Bo Nix and, of course, a really good defense. Yeah, for this game, could go either way. I don't know if it's being played at Arrowhead or in Mile High, or yeah, because that might tip the scales in either of the team's favor. But I mean, I don't know. This is interesting because Bo Nix, great quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, great quarterback. They both got great weapons on the offensive side of things. Broncos defense is still a little bit better than the Chiefs defense, so that'll benefit them a little bit. But yeah, I mean, for this game, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos just because I believe in their defense a little bit more, and I think they'll be able to shut down potentially anything that the Chiefs are trying to throw at them, or just be able to be really efficient in the run game and the passing game with Bo Nix because he is a really good quarterback in the NFL. So, Broncos, you're winning. Then on Sunday Night Football, you got the Detroit Lions going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Both these teams getting a win. Well, one in an ugly fashion, I should say. The Eagles able to get a win over the Green Bay Packers, so that's a good thing. That's good. Let's go. In a ugly way, though. Only able to score 10 points in the game. Defense pretty much did most of the work. And, well, I mean, weren't able to get much going. I mean, Jalen Hurts did throw for a touchdown. Of course, that field goal that they got did end up sealing the game. Saquon Barkley didn't really do much, which isn't great. A.J. Brown and some of their other guys aren't really getting many targets, so that's going to maybe hinder the Eagles a little bit. And going up against this Detroit Lions team, which were able to be super efficient against the Washington Commanders, who are still dealing with a ton of injuries, and same with the Lions. They're dealing with injuries too, but the Eagles are not, so that might benefit Philadelphia a little bit. And also, you still got Jared Goff is still a pretty damn good quarterback, and I know you got David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, the Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and of course, defense. Of course, you got Brian Branch, who should not be on that team anymore because of what he did. Still, I can't look at him the same way. So, he should have just left, or Dan Campbell should have just let him go. And also, of course, the main guy on the Lions defense, which is, of course, Aiden Hutchinson, which may be the big changer or the big factor on that Sunday Night Football match against this Eagles team on the offense and defense. But for this game, just because I think just because they're beat up, I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles to get this win. And Lions, you got to start losing. It's our division. You got to start losing. So, Philadelphia Eagles, you get this win. Finally, on Monday Night Football, just please be a better game than what we had that last Monday night, please. Even though it was Eagles-Packers. Oh, finally, it's an actual good game. Might be one-sided, though. You got the Dallas Cowboys facing off against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders. I don't know if Geno Smith is the answer. He can be a good quarterback here and there, but I don't know if he's the answer. And, of course, you still got to get the run game going with Ashton Jeanty. Don't have the greatest offense. Don't have a good defense. And, I mean, going up against, still got Pete Carroll's head coach, so that's something at least. And, I mean, going up against a Dallas Cowboys team with Dak Prescott and, of course, not a great defense, but a pretty good offense with everything that they got going there with Dak Prescott at quarterback, CeeDee Lamb, and everyone else like that with George Pickens and everyone else with all the weapons that they have. This game, I don't know what Vegas Raiders are going to do against this Cowboys offense, because I think they can be super efficient in moving the ball down the field so they can score. But yeah, for this game, I don't know if the Raiders are going to be able to do anything to stop the Cowboys. So for this, I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys to get this win. And Raiders, I think you may have to get another quarterback. Who knows? So, and also, Tom Grassi, if you're listening to this, uh, I did not like your script that you gave us because the Vikings lost, but I did love all the Star Wars references you gave with the Patriots Empire. So I love the script that you gave us for last week, but I did not like that the Vikings lost. So that needs to change. But yeah, shout out to Tom Grassi for making that script with all those Star Wars references. That was amazing. And yeah, hopefully we can stop the Patriots Empire and the Vikings will be able to rise up in the NFL. And yeah, so that's great. And yeah, let me know if you agree or disagree with any of this in the comments. And I will see you on the football field, Commanders.